It's December 20th. Yesterday, I got a load in Crosby and took that to Burton, Texas. I think that was the first load that I did after coming back from oh gosh, what is it? I think it was Ringgold, Louisiana. They paid me a deadhead to come back to Crosby because I was going to get a second load in Louisiana, and they took me off that load because they needed trucks to pick up 100 mesh frac sand from Crosby and take it to Burton, Texas. Because at the time they only had one available. So I said, sure, yeah. So I got to go home for maybe an hour or two just to shower up, and then maybe take an hour and a half nap, and then pick up that load in Crosby. Took it to Burton. As soon as I pulled into the stage area there, I sat there maybe 5 minutes. Like, all right, go ahead. They're ready for you. Got to the well, unhooked. Unloaded, and started heading back to Crosby. Before I left the well, they said, okay, yeah, just start heading back to Crosby. We'll see if there's another load pops up. I was barely making it back to Houston. I was like, all right, well, they haven't gotten the call. Maybe I'll get some gym time. And as I was approaching Houston, I get a call saying, hey, we got another load. Pick up Crosby, take the Burton. It's like, sure, yeah. I didn't take care of it. Picked up at 4. And I think I got back, probably around 6:30 in the afternoon, 6:30 in the afternoon. Sat in the staging area till like 9 o'clock at night. Then they were ready for me. I got unloaded probably around 11 at night. And I called in saying, I'm done with this. Asked if I had enough time for another load. I said, well, I only got 4.5 hours. I was like, okay, well then just start heading to Elmendorf, Texas. I was over here thinking, all right, I'm just, go back to Crosby, go back home. And it was like, no, Elmendorf, Texas. I was like, all right, I couldn't spell that. Just can you send me the address of the shipper? That way I kind of know where I'm going to be heading to tomorrow. Oh, I drove maybe an hour and a half. I started getting tired, and I'm like, okay, I need to find a place to shut down because I'm not going to make it all the way to Elmendorf, Texas. But there's a pilot west of the actual shipper's location. And I shut it down in Seguin, something like that, Texas, and parked outside of a hotel. Well, it was right next to a traveling center, an independent traveling center, and it looked fully loaded. I was just, I'll just park on the street nearby. They had like a couple of hotels in that area, and the Starbucks too. I was like, all right, I got to look forward to in the morning. Give me some breakfast and coffee. So, and that was around 1:30. So I called dispatch. Said, hey, I'm parked for the night. I'll be ready at 9:30. So, woke up around 9 and listened to a YouTube video while I was getting ready. Anthony Robbins. get a little motivation in the morning. Get my little cup of motivation. Get ready to attack the day. Get ready to rise and grind. Walk to Starbucks. Got me a gluten-free breakfast sandwich and my coffee. Got me a flat white, it's called. Some coconut milk. Yeah, straight. Alright, cool. Sorry, I'm just paying attention to my GPS. Make sure I'm going straight, but I passed up a truck stop that I was thinking about going to. Oh well, I'm sure there's another one along the way. Yeah, got me a grande flat white with coconut milk and 2 agave nectars. Kind of my latest drink to go to. I'll stay away from the milk. So coconut milk's a good alternative for me. Oh man, yeah, that filled me up, charged up. Just got to the shipper around 10:50 and out of the shipper around 11:25. I tried to record a video, but I guess it shut off on me when I was putting it in place and I didn't notice. So, but it would have been a long video. Basically, of just me pulling into the shipper, brand new shipper I'd never been to. Huge. Clean. It's like a rail yard facility and it has like 5 silos, 5 lanes with a scale underneath. So they get your empty weight first, then they ask you to pull up a little bit to the first silo so they can fill you up. There they require you to use the sky rack, I think they call it, to get on top of a trailer. It's basically a set of stairs with a catwalk, and then there's a little door, and there's this movable staircase with a cage at the end. So you have to unlock it for it to go down, and it settles right on top of your trailer. Just use the staircase to get there to the top of your trailer, open the hatch, get back out. And this was cool because you could move the cage and the stairs to left or right, and so you could position it for the other hatches if you needed to. In this case, you do, because you have to open up your middle hatch and your hatch in the rear. And because I was doing a 35-12 split, so 35,000 pounds of sand in the middle hopper, and then 12,000 pounds of sand in the hopper in the rear. After you completed your getting loaded, you pull up and then they have another sky rack for you to use to close your hatches. And after that, you just go around and work your way back to the guard shack, and that's where they print out your paperwork. Then after that, you're good to go. So I got 150 miles ahead of me. I got to drive to Brenham, Texas. Stage at the Walmart, check in there, and wait for the word to give me the okay to go to the actual well facility, which is about 8 miles away. So, kind of curious on how long this well is going to be running for. I'm sure I'm either midway or halfway done through all the stages. Still don't know all the information about how long each well usually runs. I hear that there's like certain stages. I'm guessing each round of trucks is a stage. I'm not 100% sure, but I hear typically like 53 to 65 stages. That's typically how much it was. But this well here has been, since I've been on it, has gone down twice. The first time that I had just pretty much stayed home, and they just pretty much paid me money to be on standby, to be ready, so I could pick up a load at Crosby soon it was up and running. So that was nice. I got to stay home and get paid $500 a day just for sitting there, just to be ready, on call. Certain places, you know, like when I was in Shreveport, there's multiple wells going on, and they won't pay you that because you're not designated to a certain client, a certain well. They have multiple wells in that area, but for Crosby at the time, the only sand facility that's there in Crosby was going just to the customer that I'm going to in Burton, Texas. So, yeah, I reached out to a driver that I met on the way to Louisiana, or actually at Louisiana, and he's a driver for my same company I'm on. He's an owner-operator, and a really nice guy. I called him because he's usually staged in the South Texas area, and this is the first time I've gone to the shipper, so I reached out to him saying, hey, I'm going to the shipper in Elmendorf, Texas. Is there anything special I need to know? Like, do I have to be all out gear, you know, all my PPE, speed limits, things like that? I was like, yeah, you know, wear a hard hat, just regular PPE, make sure you follow the speed limit, because on the entrance it's 15 miles per hour, and when you're actually inside the actual facility it's 5 miles an hour. And to use the sky racks to open and close your hatches. But yeah, he gave me an update. He went home, I guess as of last night or this morning, and he told me that East Texas was slow. He didn't have any loads for him. Like, he had called, they said no, we don't have any loads, so he had left. And then today he called another driver that was running with us the other day, who was still stationed in East Texas, and they told him that they have nothing for him to maybe tomorrow. I'm like, wow. So I'm glad it worked out for me, because I was originally going to pick up that second load that was going to go back, pick up in Tenaha and take that back east in Louisiana. I can't remember the little town it was. I was going to do 2 of those. So I did the first one and I finished that night, and I was going to go back and do another one, then shut it down. And on the way to the shipper, that's when I get the call saying, hey, we need you to go to Crosby. Well, the guy I'm talking about, he did that second load because he was originally, you know, he had the decision to make, either go ahead and get that second load or go to Crosby, because I told him, as soon as I got the word that they wanted me to cross Crosby, I told him, because I know he's staged in South Texas, and I would get him back in that direction. And they told him it's up to him if he want to make a decision. And he got that second load done, made that extra $700 for the night. And after that, nothing. Got quiet. No loads in East Texas. I'm like, oh man. And then at that time, and after that, I guess I got the last load of 100 mesh that was going out of Crosby, because he said he was going to do that second load and then, you know, do his break and then call in about going to Crosby. Well, when he did, the following day, they said those loads are on freeze right now, and we're not paying Deadhead to go to Crosby to stage for you to wait. So he just went ahead and waited another day and then just headed to the house. So I've been running since then. I got lucky. I'm working and not sitting down at the truck stop